contract helicopter pilot working for Jan's Helicopter Service. And this is the aircraft I'm flying, the MD-500C, November 271 Mike. I'm currently employed on the open sea, and I've got a US FAA commercial helicopter license and a Philippine commercial license as well. I've had quite a bit of experience overseas and international experience with Southeast Asia and the Philippine Islands. I worked for a Congressman Holosos in the Cock Resort down in Mindanao for 7 months, doing VIP transport and also flying around his family and loved ones around the Philippine Islands. I also did a 3-month contract with Ricardo Pinson, Senator Ricardo Pinson, flying him and his personal friends and family around. And I also did some contract work for Elliott Geophysics International out of Perth, Australia, doing airborne magnetic surveys in the Philippines. And I've also got some experience doing LiDAR survey. Just a brief contract down in Texas, flying the MD-500E, and I prefer contract work over permanent employment, just contract work if available. And if you would need my services, just email me at lonestarhelicopters@gmail.com. I've got experience in Bell 407s, 206, AS350 series aircraft, the Gazelle, the MD series equipment, and R44s, Robinson equipment I've flown. And I've got a little twin engine time, a little co-pilot time. I did a little co-pilot time in the Sikorsky 61 with a Bambi bucket on a firefighting contract up in Washington last summer. Just got about 10 hours of long line time with a 600-gallon Bambi bucket. And I've also done some co-pilot work in a Augusta 109E and an EC-145 aircraft as well, all in Manila, Philippines. I took my initial private training back in Athens, Tennessee at Valley Helicopters with Bryant Poston. He's a 7th Air Cavalry Cobra aircraft helicopter pilot. He trained me. I've also went to the Torrance, California Robinson factory safety class. I did a little training with Ben Feltz out in Mauna Loa Helicopters, and also Jerry Trimble up in McMinnville, Oregon. I did a little training there as well. I've finished my instrument rating written exam and my ATP written exams, but I have not completed my check rods. I run out of money before I finish my training, so still saving up and hoping to go back and finish those up. And I also did some training with General Valentino Prudential at the Civil Aviation Authority of the Philippines. He's a check pilot there. You're welcome to contact him. And he was my handler while I was in the Philippines. And also did some ground instruction. I was a ground instructor at Masters Flying School in Manila. And I'm a self-starter, an entrepreneur. And if you have some work, you know, I'd be interested in it. I've done a lot of work overseas, internationally. I've flown in the islands of the Micronesia, Marshall Islands, America Samoa, the Philippine Islands, and Papua New Guinea. So feel free to give me a call as well at 503-577-5183. And they can get in touch with me. I'm out at sea most of the time, so it's hard to get in touch with me unless you just send me an email, and I'll check it while I'm in port. Right now, my contract is I'm based out of Majuro, Marshall Islands, so that's where I'm working right now.